All right. I think we're live. Are we live? Maybe we're live. We're in that in between. I don't think. We're just waiting for things to update, as always. All right. Guys, hello. This is not my usual schedule, but I know that I haven't been around for the last few weeks. That is the summer for you. But I am very glad to say that the summer is nearly over. Yay! Piper goes back to school tomorrow and things will resume some sort of normality. However, I have been suffering. Those of you who tuned in yesterday to my stream will know that I've been suffering with a really bad back. So as with pain, I get a little bit down and I get a little bit unmotivated and lacking in crafty mojo. So on our way home from our holidays, I decided that what better way to get back my crafty mojo than to just craft. So I have said to Craig and I sort of had a chat and I said, right, you know what? I'm just going to try to craft every day. Now, I know that sounds like it is quite a commitment, but I'm not saying that I'm going to necessarily do a live stream every day. Hi, Jewel. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm going to do a live stream every day, but I'm going to try to force myself, essentially, to do something every day, something crafty, and not worry about whether it's perfect, not worry about whether it's any good, just turn on the camera and craft. Well, I could just not turn on the camera, but then you guys wouldn't get to have the fun of joining me while I craft. So I figured I'll just do it. Now, I don't know what time I'm going to be crafting at. It's all going to really depend on schedule and life and all that jazz. But my plan, should it last, is to create something every day, even if it's just 5 minutes. Now, many people do this kind of theory or this kind of commitment, have this commitment. We've got the, who is it? Kathy Rakusen has the 30-day coloring challenge. That's something kind of similar where they, people will join in and they will just, they've made a commitment to create something, color something every day. And whether that's something small or something large, it really depends on everybody and what they're able to do. So I've decided that I'm going to try and give that, give my own version a go, and it's just getting crafty. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do it. So to start us off today, I am going to make a card. So when we were away, when we were away in Scotland last week, we had a little bit of drama. I can't even remember whether I told you guys this on the stream yesterday, but we went out for lunch on the Sunday with Craig's auntie and uncle, and we were worried about leaving Ranger on his own because he doesn't really get left on his own an awful lot up here. I mean here, because both Craig and I work at home, and also he was in a strange house, etc. So we were a little bit worried about leaving Ranger on his own, and instead of risking leaving him in a stranger's house where he could, I don't know, terrorize it or something, we thought, okay, well, we'll see if we can find someone for him to stay with. So Craig's mum has a friend, Catherine, who said, I love dogs. I happily look after Ranger for you, no problem at all. My, I don't know whether it's son or daughter, but her granddaughter, let's say, who's 11, can come round, can help, and she's got a dog. We can bring over Jake, the dog, and we're like, perfect. Ranger's going to be happy as long as there's another dog. So we dropped him off and he's super excited about the fact that there's another dog there. Jake was absolutely adorable and lovely. And we went off for our dinner. And we are just finishing our dinner when we get a phone call to say Ranger has escaped. Now bear in mind, this is in a town that I'm not familiar with. We jumped up and we like ran out of there. Luckily, our auntie and uncle was there so that Piper could stay with them, and they managed to get their pudding. And yeah, we went off to see if we could find Ranger. Well, we called and we called. He had ran like down one of the streets by all the houses and things, but we couldn't find him, and we were out looking for over an hour, and I was absolutely distraught. I didn't know what was going on. I had visions of him being hurt. Anyway, let's not get Lesley all worked up again. We find him. We find him safe and sound, the little monkey. And I thought that what I would do is create a card for Catherine, who looked after Ranger, to say thank you and I'm so sorry. So back in what, July, end of June, July, I was at Junkie Fest in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is a craft retreat. Stamp Junkies on Facebook, or go to Junkie Fest, search for Junkie Fest, I'm sure you'll get information there. And at Junkie Fest we were given a goodie bag, and in my goodie bag was this stamp set, which is called Best in Show. I think it's called Best in Show. I feel like it. Yes, Best in Show, and it's by MFT, My Favorite Things, and I have been itching to actually use it. So my plan here is to create a card that hopefully will lighten the mood a little, because of course Catherine was absolutely distraught that she felt so responsible for the fact that Ranger got out, but it wasn't her fault at all. Her garden was completely contained, but he managed to squeeze in between the gate or something, or under the gate or something like that, which you wouldn't have even thought was possible, but apparently underneath all that floof he's quite skinny. So my plan here, there was this one here that says "Your dog gone wonderful." I may be a little bit too close to home with this, but I thought it'd be really funny. I'm not sure if she'll think it's funny. To make a card for Catherine with an escape artist dog. Let's see. Hello, Jill. Hello, Selenmim. I'm not sure how to say that. Selenmim, perhaps. Let's go for a top folding note card. And I'm thinking maybe what we'll do is I'll have like a house over here and then a dog escape. Oh, poor Catherine's not going to appreciate this at all, but it will be funny. All right, let's see what we can do here. I'll get another top folding note card. I'm going to add some grass to it. I'm going to use this. Actually, let's do this one first. This is the Brick by Brick stencil by Heffy Doodle, and I'm going to create a house on the side here. I don't think I need it all the way down. I'll probably do it to about here. moment. And then I'll add my bricks to it. I'll probably just use this, to be honest. And I just want a really light brick, so I'll use my grey blending brush, I think, for this. Just try and get my bricks a little straight. Not really gonna matter that much. So this is my blending brushes from Tailored Expressions. I haven't even inked it up again. I'm just seeing if there's any. There's not much there. Let me get my ink, my inky poodles. Use sea salt here. Good morning from South Cali. It can't be too, it must be really early for you guys if you're in California, right? Maybe I'm getting my time zones mixed up. I didn't expect many people to be on at the moment because with us here it's 12:30, just after noon. And most people don't really wake up on your end of the world till about 3 or 4 o'clock here. Alright, let's bring a little bit more color to the edges here. I'm not going to use all the width of this, but we'll trim it down because I just want the house to be on the side here. So it's going to be the impression of a house there. Something like this. Or at least somewhat straight. Yes, perfectly said. Yay, 4:30 a.m. I can't sleep, it's really hot here. Oh no, I am sorry. Just a wipe over. All right. So I'm thinking we're going to put some grass here and maybe, I wish I had a fence. I wish I had a die, which is a fence, but I don't think I do. Ooh, I might be able to make it with something else though. What if I use this? This is just at the top of my... Yes, I think we can do this. We could use this and then... Yes, 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 yes. Don't you love it when this happens? Let's grab some card. Not that one though. All right, I'm going to cut this out a couple of times with my die cutting machine. I could use my Gemini Junior, but I kind of like my little guy. And I'll be able to cut out a few times on this. This is my baby blue. Baby blue. Oopsies. So this has got a nice curved top. To be honest, I didn't quite pay attention to whether Catherine's gate had a curved top or a pointy top. I suppose we could turn it into a pointy top if we wanted to. And I'm going to see if I can find a wood grain stamp that might give it a wooden effect. That would be cool. Oh yay, Athena's here. 9:30 in Australia. Yes, you see, that's the good thing about having a stream at a different time. Normally when I do a stream at 9 p.m. here in the UK, if I'm lucky, I catch a few people in Australia that have woken up really early. I think it's probably something like 6 or 7 o'clock. I'm going to do one more. Probably going to catch everybody by surprise. That's what happened yesterday whenever we had a Come Craft With Me and Piper session. Everyone was like, whoa, what are you doing on here? So that is an MFT stitched oval word window die. Well, that's good that that was at the front. Awesome. Put these down here. And I'm going to see if I can get a wood grain stamp. I'm pretty sure I have a wood grain background stamp somewhere. So let's put this down. And yes, here we go. I think it's a Hero Arts one. Way over here. A good old school wooden stamp. Let's do that. And I'll go for the khaki color from Simon. Not that I've used this in a long time. Hey ho. Hello Athena! Wow, the other side of the world. Yay! Love the videos. Yay! That's good. I'm just playing today. Just having fun for myself, you know? Awesome. They look so much like lollipop sticks, don't they? They're like the perfect size for a lollipop stick. I'll have to remember that and come back to that idea another day. Pamela's in Las Vegas, not feeling well, and how lucky for me that you're up, hey? Ah, that's a nice positive spin on it. I had to go to the doctor this morning because of my bad back. So I'm on 2 weeks of anti-inflammatory painkiller nonsense. I'm okay just now, but I might keep that out actually in case I need to do any more texturizing. I'm okay at the moment, but it kind of comes and goes. All right, so here's the plan. It's not going to be this long. It's probably, if this is going to be my, oh, you can't really see. Let me turn down my brightness a bit. Can you see a bit better? The edge of my, there we go. The bottom of my house is here. I'm probably going to put some grass up by it, and then I think we'll have a fence like this. Maybe just 3, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll put a cross panel on it. We need to be able to have a dog that's escaping. Maybe we should hide it behind here and then drag him out or something. That'd be funny. And we'll put grass down here. I do have a window die. Let me see if I can find that window die, because maybe we could put a window or a window frame, or at least the impression of a window frame on it. Might make it funnier. Might make it more obvious that it's a house there rather than just a random wall. Maybe we could also put some sort of a roof or something on it. Maybe like a scalloped gable, is that what it's called, a gable? Where is this window die? No doubt hiding the last one that I will look at, of course. There it is. I've got my window die. Let me die cut this with some white. Is it gonna fit on my doodah? Yeah, I think it will. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I hope you have a speedy recovery. All right, so we can have a window like this. Oh, it's a very big window, so I don't think we're going to be able to do a roof, really. Doesn't really look in proportion if we do it like that. But that's okay. It can just be a big window. Let's get some grass on the go. I've actually got an old piece here. A some grass on it. Let me focus, you guys. Let's see what we can do. We can have some grass like this. Let me trim off the bottom, make it nice and flat. To be like this. And this is going to be green. And I think we should turn this into a bit of a path here. And leave the grass on either side. So I'll use a pencil for that, but I'm not quite ready for it yet, I don't think. This will be trimmed off like this, of course. And maybe need some like grey for the insides of my... Let's do that. Let's do some light grey for the inside of my window. So I'll just use the same die. Die cut it again. And I'll use the light grey colour. This is Holy Mackerel by Heffy Doodle. This colour. I'm really looking forward to Piper going back to school. That's just the way it is. There we go. Oh, I forgot, I've still got the little dies in the middle of my windows. I'll have to cut them again. Or maybe I'll just put a piece of grey card behind it. I feel you, Pamela. I'm in the same boat. Hope you get better. Watching these videos are very relaxing and beautiful. Oh, thank you. Happy to be of assistance. What did I do with that piece of card? Oh, did it fall? Man, I hate when this happens. I obviously put it down somewhere. I tucked it back somewhere where it didn't belong. That's it. All right, I'll probably put a little pink love heart or something in the middle there, put a little gem in it. I think will be better. We're going to need some rolling hills in the background because behind Catherine's house there was a school and field. So I'm going to use the Heffy Doodle stitched slopey joes for that, if I can lay my hands on them. Here they are. I'll do the top one up here. Gonna need to upgrade to my my Gemini Junior for this wide one. run that through. So we're going to have Your Doggone Wonderful down at the bottom. And then some rolling hills at the top. I prefer to use white card to build my scene, because then I can colour it the colour that I want. I know lots of people like using coloured card, which is probably easier actually, but I prefer this way. Each to their own. Then I can go as long or as dark as I like, or as dark or as light as I want. And I think I'm going to go quite light for these actually. Let me get my green. I'm using my green blending brush from Tailored Expressions. And this is just some pigment ink. It's just some cheap pigment ink from Hobbycraft actually, here in the UK. A bit like Michael's, it's just their own brand. Kind of a $2 kind of purchase. But I like the colour, and I like the fact that it's quite smooth to go on. I also like to have a little bit of a collection of stuff that I'm okay with Piper using. Although she does use my Copic and everything, she's very good. But if she has friends over that maybe aren't quite as sensible as she is, then I'm not so precious about these items that are easier replaced, you know. Wipe that down. I'll need to come back in with my green whenever I'm doing the grass at the front, but just to get an idea of what's going on here. Our grass here. Forget about my window for a second. This here somewhere. This one's going to go at the back, which is why it's short. We're not really going to worry too much about it. Something like this. And then this one's going to go on top. So it has that rolling hill effect. I'll probably move that over a little bit. Maybe I'll just move this one down. Sort of like this. Of course, I can move this over a bit. It's going to be hidden anyway. So it has some rolling hills. Is the dog running out of the window or a door? If it's a door, you could do a side view of stairs. Oh, thank you. That's a great idea. So when this is for somebody who is looking after my dog for like 2 hours, and the dog escaped underneath the gate. So the dog's going to be somehow running out beside the gate. I still think that I might give poor Catherine a heart attack if I give her this card. She was absolutely distraught when it all happened. I'm going to trim about 1/2 inch off the bottom of this so that it sits a bit more in line with where I want it to be. This is going to go here like this. And this one's going to go in behind it a little bit. I'm going to stick that one down now actually. Here's my dot liner. I'll just go ahead and use that. I'm not going to stick this one at the bottom, the larger one, just yet, because just in case I want to do anything with it, because it's a whole panel. I could do a pull-out card or something with it, but I'm not that bothered at the moment about that. So I want this, because my window's quite large, Let's add this on the back. My window, I don't want my window to open. I know that this die is designed in a way that it can open, but that's not what I want. That's not part of the design just now. This is going to go here like this. I do think I need a little bit more definition on the side of this house. So let's get some gray on the go. And just bring some more of that gray along the edge. One of the reasons I'm using my blending brushes instead of my foam blender is that for the foam blender you really have to sometimes give it quite a lot of elbow grease. With my bad back at the moment, it's just not something I'm prepared to do. So it might take me a little bit longer to build up the color, guys. I'm sorry, but needs must. Okay, that really makes it pop now. This is down below like this. And this is my house on the side. And then we're going to have a window. The window does not have to be fully exposed. It just needs to look like a window on a house. So I'm going to put that there, I reckon. I'm going to use some liquid glue for this one. This is Brutus Monroe glue. It's really tacky. And I love the little bottle it comes in. It's really handy. Let's say there. We'll put these little bits in here as well. All right, we're getting there. Okay. I'm going to put this over the side so I can visualize what the card's going to look like when we trim it off. And I want to avoid trimming it along the actual line here. Either I trim it on this side of that line or on this side, because otherwise it's just not going to look right if I do it that way. And then I have my grass coming along the bottom here. Probably need to bring that down a bit. Let's add my green to it. Sorry, I'm a little off camera. I think I'm going to need to stick this one, or at least cut it so that I know where we're at with this. So this is going to go here. Maybe I can assemble my gate. What do you think, guys? Do you think my gate should have a rounded top, or do you think I should give it a pointy top? I think either way we're going to have three bits. Let me slice this guy down the middle. Put them upside down. I'm going to put them quite close together because I don't want it to take up the whole room. Thankfully this wet glue gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Mind you, who's to say that gates are always straight, eh? Tell you what, he likes moving. There we go. Hold it down for just a minute. I love how you use the brushes to give a light faded color. Yay! Yeah, I like it. Kind of gives it like almost like a pastel kind of color. Athena says maybe pointy, and Pamela says rounded tops. So let's see what it's like whenever this dries. There we go. It's not dry at the moment. I'm gonna have to give it a minute more. Maybe I can stamp my sentiment while I'm working. Yeah, okay, perfect. Let me grab my, just use my little mini Misty for this one. Ooh, actually, no. Am I going to stamp on this? No, I'm not going to stamp on this, and I'll tell you why. Because I contemplated doing a path coming down it, so I want to ink that first of all if I'm going to do it that way. Luckily, I had that thought before I stamped it. Okay, let's see where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and slice my house. Wish me luck. You have to be puffed to glue the house down. Actually, she just sliced it off. Ta-da! Ooh, my top is not straight though, so let's give that a trim off. I'm using my Tim Holtz tonic trimmer for this. It's pretty new, but I really like it. Yay! I'm thinking that I might put a little tiny bit of blue clouds. So let me get my Cloudy Sky stencil, because the Cloudy Sky stencil by Heffy Doodle, it has got small clouds on the edge, which I think will work for this. Come on. There we go. So these smaller ones will work better. And I'm going to use a very small blending brush. And do I have a super light blue is the question. Maybe. Let's see. I think this one's probably going to be too dark. Lake Shores. Let me get my tumbled glass. I think that's probably going to be the one that's going to work for us. Unless this blue, green. I'll try tumbled glass. I'm going to actually try it on the back of this first of all. It might actually just be easier with the larger brush. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Blue, blue, where are you? Here we go. Yeah, let's get a little bit of blue on the go. Sea glass? Sea glass looks quite light. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. just a hint. And mostly over on this right hand side, because of course my house is going to be over there. Just to help make the scene complete a little bit more. I don't think you can even see it. Can you see? A little bit of a hint of a sky. Let's see. Pamela says, less work, just trying to sway you a bit. That is always a good way to sway me. I prefer less work to more work. Hey, Snow. How are you? I'm okay. I went to the doctor today, Snow, and I've got strong anti-inflammatories for 2 weeks, and omeprazole to make sure my stomach doesn't die in the process. I'm just going to go ahead and stick this on now. Not really. I don't think I'm going to do a escapee. It's getting near lunchtime. Everyone's getting hungry. So for those that just joined, I've decided that to try and entice my crafty mojo to return. Whether it'll work, I'm not sure. I'm going to try and craft every day. Even if it's just for 5 minutes. Maybe it'll be a live stream like today. Maybe it will be painting something. Maybe it's doing something with Piper. Who knows? It could be anything. But I just want to try and see if I can reclaim my crafty mojo. And start having fun. With my back being sore. It's just hard. It's hard to have fun whenever you're in pain. My back is not sore today, which is good, but my legs are a tingling. Hello, sciatica. But thankfully, it's not bad. Not too bad. All right, so this is going to go down here. I think we're a little bit tall now. Let's trimmy, trim, trim. Like this. Snow, this is a card for the lady that looked after Ranger and then Ranger escaped. I'm not sure she's going to appreciate it, but hey ho. Oh, it's not going to go down there, is it? So this is going to go like this. And then we're going to have Ranger. We might have him on this side actually, between the house. Let's trim these down a little bit. Have him coming out like this maybe. I still can't believe that he escaped. He's such an idiot. Right, so the thought was I was going to give this a little mark. Snow, one of the sentiments says you are doggone wonderful, which of course I laughed at. I'm not sure if she'll laugh at it. But hopefully she will. Hopefully she'll see the funny side. Bless her. On oh, there it is. We were looking for ages and ages for a cardigan for Piper, and we could not find any in any of the any of the like grocery stores, Tesco's, Asda, etc. And Catherine, the lady who has a gap in her gait, she, bless her, went to find a cardigan. I think she went hunting. In the end, she was the one who got the cardigan for Piper. It seems to me there's some sort of shortage of blue cardigans here, though. I've seen a couple of other moms at the school moms complaining about it on Facebook and things like, please tell me where to buy blue cardigans. Everybody's gone. All right, so this is going to be like this. And I'm going to just follow that line along and trim it ever so slightly above that line so it matches the curve. Could probably overlap it if I wanted to. So I thought we could do like a lane coming down, because there was a path coming down from her house. So we might do something like that. Let me just get some Heffy memo tape. Poor lady. That's a perfect sentiment. I know, right? So just ever so slightly. And I'm going to add the... Ooh, who's that? Can't talk just now. Just a little bit of grey. There is a little bit of green on it from earlier, but it was very light, so it's not going to matter that much. There we go. And this is going to go here. Not sure what I'm going to put here. I think there was like a hedge or something there in her house. But I feel like we need to put Ranger coming out of there. Like off behind the, either that or he's back here. I think it would be funnier down there. Now I can start my sentiment though. A little bit of ink on 3. So I used Memento Tuxedo Blank ink all the time, and I have done for years. It's been my most favoritist. And then I picked this up a couple of months ago, and I'm kind of test driving it, I guess. I don't think it does as black a first impression as Memento. And it's a slightly different texture to the ink pad, if you know what I mean. The Memento is quite hard, quite solid. But so far I'm enjoying it. I think this is hilarious. She probably won't know. Let's trim off his bottom. I think we'll do it like that. Let's stick this gate down. Actually, let's get some tape. I think it'll be a little bit stronger. I bought some, I bought a refill for my ATG because it's run out. Can I remember where I put it? Nope. Man, I hate safe places, don't you? To tuck ever so slightly in behind here. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Okay, I think I need to put some sort of a hedge up there. Let's see how I can do that. Maybe if I use the this one, I forget what it's called, Forest Builder. Kind of gives a hedgy like thing over here. Let's try that. I feel like I'm going to want that to be deeper in color though. Any scraps of card lying around? Here we go. I'm going to go for a deeper green on this one. So I'm actually going to use the ink blending tool. I think if I choose a deep enough color, it will not be not require much heavy lifting, as it were. Don't know what I've done with my pad for it though, is the thing. Maybe it's hiding over here with my oxides. No, I don't think it is. Just have to use a new one. There we go. What kind of cutter is that, Les? I think it would be too noisy for me, but looking at electronic die cutters. So I have the Gemini Junior, and the one thing that put me off was the noise, because I didn't think I would like it at all. I still don't really like the noise, but I have my my table here. I wonder if I can zoom out and you can see. Hold on. Hold on tight, everybody. Oh, I don't think that worked, did it? No, apparently not. Okay, so I have my table here, and then behind me you can see the wall, and you can see my inks here. It's just beside it, just off camera here. So it's probably about 1 meter away from me when I'm at my desk. So what I tend to do is come over here, and then I'll craft over here and let it do its thing over there. All right, so I'm going to cut away the edge like this. So it goes like that. Okay, I think we're good. The brighter green is a nice contrast. Awesome. Let's get some blue in there. Clouds would work for hedge. Yes, the clouds would work too, but I think this is fine. Gives it a little bit of a height to it. And maybe we can put like a thank you at the top. What do you reckon? We could maybe use some of the dark green for the thank you. And you get all these into some stamp pockets. That's the one thing I really don't like about the MFTs, is that the height of them. I know it means you get more stamps in it, but I really don't like the longness of them, because the only pockets I can get that work then are wider. I need to find ones that is this wide but that long. That's what I need to find. Surely they must live somewhere. After me putting those bits over, you can't even see them. Okay, let's get a thank you on the go. I'm going to pull out some green card for this because my back's starting to tingle a little and I don't want to push my luck when it comes to sore backs. So what I think I'll do is I'll cut out a thank you and then I will cut it out again on white and cover it up. Or maybe a thanks. Must be living over here. Where are you? Friend, fairy, hearts, princess. Where's my thanks? Hello, sunshine. Right, we'll need to go for another thanks and a different kind of thanks because I can't find the one that I'm looking for. I think I have a little one. This one. Oops. That might do. Sorry, I didn't catch which company the shrub die was for. I like the height of it. It's the Forest Builder set by Heffy Doodle. You can see it there. All right. So I've got one green. This one here I think is Paper Smooches. Come on. There we go. Just darken that up with a little pop of my blending pad here. Blending tool, and then I'll cut it again in white. And when I layer them together, I'll offset them slightly so that they it kind of looks like a shadow. I'm not sure whether I'll do a white shadow with a green word or a green word with a, I mean the other way around. Let's see. Ranger. Been talking about you. Pamela says, added to the dream list, that never-ending wish list. Let's see. Do we go for thanks like this? Ooh. I'm actually going to darken that up a bit more. So it ties in with that shrubbery over there. And also going to do that heart in the middle there. So now I have a visual triangle going on. If I have 3 green elements and I arrange them in triangular fashion, it helps create a visual triangle. What that means is that the center of that triangle will be where the eye is drawn to. And that's always a really powerful tool when it comes to design. So we're going to have thanks up here. I like actually popping. I might just layer it up. Oh no, my green heart just flew away. Where did it go to? Sacre bleu, I'll never find it in this mess. Oh no. Boo. Sorry, my battery on my phone, on my camera ran out, so I had to change my battery. Yes, I think that's what we'll do. So let's get an ink pad. Not an ink pad. Can't speak today. A glue pen is what I mean to say. Hold that down to the left this way. I'll have a look over there. Thankfully there's not as much stuff over there. Where are you? Probably find everything. Oh, there it is. Found him. Let's stick him on before he runs away again. Use my jewel picker for that. Wonderful. Oh, the back's starting to ache, so I'll finish this up before too long. the tummy's starting to rumble as well, so there's that too. Okay, let's take that down. And yesterday Piper rounded some corners on her card. And I'm thinking I might do the same. Actually, do I want to? Yeah, why not? I'm not sure if I want to do all of them though. Maybe that's enough. Pamela says, that looks like a nifty glue pen. It is, it's my favorite. It is by Sticks 2. And when you use it, first of all, it's like a blue color, a light blue. And if you use it straight away, then it's repositionable. So it's good for creating your own like gummed flap on a, like on an envelope or something where you want it open again. And then if you apply it and let it dry for a few minutes and it becomes clear, then it's, no, other way around. Blue is permanent and white is, if you leave it, becomes tacky, as repositionable. And the good thing about it as well is you don't need to squeeze it. It's got this like suck action on it. So when you do this, you can probably hear it has like a pop noise and it's sucking the glue down. It's really good. All right, I am done. I am going to go rest as you suggest. Thank you so much for joining me, even though we're at an odd time. I am happy that some of you guys were here to come and craft with me. I'm gonna go lie down. I'm gonna go show Craig the card for Catherine. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.